Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant, Hybrid Sudoku on our channel. So this Sudoku is constructed by Noswald, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So again, the moment I saw this Sudoku on the Discord channel, I was actually sure that this Sudoku cannot be unique, because the constraint that were used and the number of clues that were used in this Sudoku were so minimum that it didn't feel that it would be unique. I immediately took a paper, printed out this Sudoku and started solving it. And the moment I was just continuing in the Sudoku, I was getting some clues, some progress, and it was actually amazing. I was stunned by how the Sudoku was flowing. And at the end, this Sudoku solved so easily. I mean to say, at the end it was uniquely solvable, and I was stunned by how this Sudoku is created. I really thank the author again for such a wonderful Sudoku. So the moment I completed this Sudoku while solving it on paper, I messaged the author and I asked him if I could cover this video on my channel. And the author agreed, and I am really thankful. I really appreciate the author for giving me an opportunity. But this is an excellent Sudoku. So what are the constraints that I used in this Sudoku? First, classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. Apart from that, you have German whisper lines, which means adjacent numbers on each line will have to differ at least by 5. So there are 3 such lines. And anti-night constraint, which means numbers night step away cannot be same digits. So these are night step away, just like in a chess. And you have a number with the indicated direction, which means in those directions the sum of the numbers would have to be the same as the indicated number. So little killer clues, anti-night clue, little killer constraint, anti-night constraint, and German whisper constraint. Right? And with that we should start solving this Sudoku. So before going to this Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now again, coming back to this Sudoku. So I have actually constructed a German whisper Sudoku long ago with a line that uses exactly 8 cells in a single row or a column. So I know how the start of this Sudoku is. I already knew that before solving this Sudoku. So one main thing is, on a German whisper line, the adjacent digits will have to differ by at least 5, which means a 5 will never be on a German whisper line, right? Which means I directly get a 5 here in this row and column and a 5 here in this box. Apart from that, if you have a single straight line of 8 cells in a row or a column in a box, you know that all the numbers from 1 to 9 except 5 will have to be inside the line, on the line I mean to say, and which means 4 and 6 can never be in between the line, in between. So which means I mean to say a 4 can never be in between the line, it has to be on the edge, because if you have a 4 here, the next adjacent digits that has to have a number at least differ by 5 would have to be a 9, and both the ways you cannot have a 9, which means 4 and 6 can never be on the in the middle. Even the 6, for a 6 the next adjacent digit would have to be 1, and both the sides it would have to be 1, which means 4 and 6 will always be on the edge, right? And for the 4, the next number would have to be 9, and if it is 6 it would have to be 1. So 1 and 9 on the next cell, just adjacent to 4 and 6. Now comes an excellent part here. The same thing I can do here actually. 4 6 4 6 1 9 and 1 9. The next part is very good here. If you have 3 anywhere in between, so of course you will have a 3 somewhere. This line should have 1 to 9 except 5, and 3 would have to be somewhere in between. Whenever you have a 3 in between, then the 2 cells adjacent to it, towards the left or right or top and bottom, will always have to be 8 and 9, right? Because the difference of 5 if you have a difference of 5, at least difference of 5, so 3 has only 2 such digits, that is 8 and 9, and both the sides it would have to be at least 8 or 9, right? So which means whenever you have a 9 here, the next digit would have to be 3 and the digit next to 3 would have to be 8, right? The same thing works for 7. Whenever you have a 7 in between the line, the adjacent digits will have to be either 1 or 2. You cannot have 3 because then the difference will be not 5, it will have to be 4. Which means whenever you have a 1 here, the next digit would have to be 7 and the next progress digit would have to be 2. Because 7 will always have 1 and 2 as the adjacent digit, and 3 will always have 7 and 8 as the adjacent digit. So according to that rule or that trick, we can directly write all the pairs in this row and column. The same thing will work here, that is 3, 7 and 2 and 8. Same way you will have a 3, 7 here and 2 and 8 here, right? So now we have got our pencil marks, the first pencil mark for this Sudoku. Now these pencil marks will have to be used to solve the Sudoku, not fully I would say. Just using this pencil marks you can solve this Sudoku as an anti-nike Sudoku. I mean to say you have to use the anti-nike constraint and solve the whole Sudoku using the pencil mark, I mean to say with the pencil marks, and then at the end you will have this 16 to be used to get the sum and the whole Sudoku working, right? And that was the amazing part of this Sudoku, really amazing part. So let's see how we solve that. You know that, okay, let me see. The next part of the logic was using this 3 and 7. So yeah, one more thing. If you see here, this 3 and 7 or these 2 and 8, these 2 and 8 will always have to be different. Why is it so? So if this is 4, this would have to be 6. Let us assume this is 4 and this is 6. What will happen is this would be 9, this would be 3, this would be 1 and this would be 7. So whatever be the case, these two digits are different, these two digits are different, these two digits are different, same as these two and these two, right? We are not sure what are the digits, but will have to be different. So now here comes the color combination, I would say. We'll have to use the colors to solve these Sudokus here. I'll use dark color here for these 4 and 6, and for these 4 and 6 I'll use the darker ones. For this 3 and 7, these two are same, right? And these two are same, that would be pink color. These two 1 and 9s are same, that is orange. And these two 1 and 9s are same, that is red. These two 2 and 8 are the same, that is yellow. These two 2 and 8 are same, that is blue. So we have marked all the colors here, which means these two numbers are same, these two digits are same, these two digits are same. As I have already explained, if you have a 4 here, right, this would have to be a 4 because this would be a 6 and this would be a 6. So these two colors are same, again these two colors would be same, and it goes on, right? Hey, sorry, why would I do that? Yeah. Now comes the next part. If you see this 3 and 7, this 3 and 7 cannot be in any of these two cells. Even this 3 and 7 cannot be any of these two cells, which means both of these cells are 3 and 7 and they are nothing but green and pink color, right? We are not sure which is pink and which is green color here, and which means these two are 2 and 8, which is nothing but yellow and blue color, right? Excellent. Now if you see here, this is a blue color, which means this 2 and 8 will have to be yellow color, and same way this would be blue color. And if you see here, next to an yellow is a green color, so this 3 and 7 would have to be a green color. Then comes the orange one, and then comes the light gray. Same way, near to a blue 3 and 7, that has to be a pink, then it would be a red here, and then it would be a dark gray color, right? and which means if this is an yellow color, this would have to be a blue color, because numbers that are night step away will have to be different digits, which means if this is 2, this would have to be an 8, and if this is 8, this would have to be a 2, which means this is a blue color and this is an yellow color, right? Excellent. Now till now we have solved this Sudoku. Let's see where we go ahead now. Now comes the difficult part. I'm not sure if I remember the logic here. Now this logic will actually continue in whole Sudoku. The whole Sudoku will have to be marked using the color combination, right? So we have marked blue color in the 4 boxes. All these 4 colors are same or same digits. The same way we have marked 4 yellow colors as well, right? And 4 gray colors, 4 dark gray colors, everything. All of these digits will have to be same. Let us go ahead and see what else we can do. I see that this dark gray color, or this 4 and 6 cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be in any of these 2 cells because of the anti-night rule, which means this would have to be a 4 and a 6, right? And this is green, this is green, this is pink. That is excellent. I don't remember seeing that during the solve. So if you see this pink color here, where can that pink color be in this box? It cannot be in any of these cells. This pink color will remove the pink from this cell because of the anti-night constraint. Now if you see this cell, having this cell as a pink color will make both of these cells as green color. One of these will have to be pink using the anti-night constraint and classic Sudoku rules. So if this is pink, this cannot be pink, or if this is pink, this cannot be pink, right? Which means none of these cells will be a pink color, and this will have to be the pink color here. Excellent. It would have to be the 3, 7 here, which means this is not a pink, this would have to be green, and this is not a green, this would have to be a pink. So we got that also. So we got 3, 7, we got 2, 8. One of the 4, 6, 6 pending. This wouldn't be the 4, 6. The other 4, 6. This cell wouldn't be the 4, 6. Neither will be this cell or this cell using the anti-night constraint. So this cell is a 4 or a 6 cell, and it would have to be a gray color. So both the 4, 6, both the 2, 8, both the 3, 7. This cannot be the 5. This cannot be the 5. This is a 5, and both of these are 1 and 9. If this is the red 1 and 9, this would have to be the orange one, and this is the red one. Excellent. We have completed one more box here. Let's see this box now, because that box seems to be near to all the other colors here. Let us go with the 3 and 7. Green 3 and 7 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. So this cell would have to be a 3 and 7 of green color, right? 3 and 7s are done. 2 and 8. Let's go with 4 and 6. This cannot be 4 and 6 because of these. This cannot be 4 and 6. So this is 4 and 6 of gray color. Let's go with 1 and 9. Orange 1 and 9, right? These cannot be orange 1 and 9. Neither can this be. So this would have to be the orange 1 and 9. Okay. Next is red 1 and 9. This cannot be the red 1 and 9, and this cannot be the red 1 and 9. So these would have to be the red 1 and 9. Next is 5. This would have to be the 5. And this cell would have to be the dark 4 and 6, right? Okay. We have solved the 4 boxes with all the colors here. If you see, still we are unable to get any other digit except 5 using the German whisper rule or the anti-night constraint. One more thing I would like to say. Why is it? Because in German whisper you cannot construct a German whisper Sudoku, purely German whisper Sudoku, without a given digit. That wouldn't be possible, because you need to have at least a given digit except 5. At least one digit except 5, that will make the Sudoku unique. And in this case, because of the 16, the Sudoku will be unique, because just with the German whisper you won't be able to write the digits, or you won't be able to disambiguate the whole Sudoku, right? Because you can interchange 4 with 6, 1 with 9, 3 with 7 and 2 with 8, and still the Sudoku would be unique if you don't have any given digit in a German whisper Sudoku, right? So let's continue the Sudoku now. Okay, I have a 1 9 here, 1 9 won't be here, 1 9 won't be here. So orange color would have to be somewhere in these two cells. Next is yellow color. Yellow color can be in these 3 cells. Let's go with light gray. It can be in these 2 cells, right? Because of the 4 6 here. Dark gray would give you in these 2 cells. Not here, not here, not here. So these 2 cells would have to be dark gray. Let us go with the pink. Pink wouldn't be in these cells, cannot be here. So orange and pink are these 2 cells that are already fulfilled now. Next goes the red here. Okay, let's just orange, pink and red. Pink, red and orange. That means this cell would have to be the red, according to the classic Sudoku rules, I would say. So next is light gray is done, orange is done. Where will 5 be? 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here, 5 can be in anywhere, these cells. Orange is done, the light gray is done, dark gray is done. Green cannot be in any of these cells, green cannot be here, so green would have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? And next is yellow. Yellow cannot be in any of these cells, yellow can be in these 3 cells, right? Okay, red is done, pink is done, blue and 5, right? Where can blue be? Blue cannot be here, so blue would have to be in one of these 2 cells. And where can a 5 be? 5 can be in any of these 3 cells. Okay, let us not see that for now. Let us see this box now, right? Now I got an excellent logic here, very smart logic. If you see, where can pink be in this box? So what happens is, you will have to use both the constraint here, not both the constraint, one particular constraint called anti-night here. Pink cannot be in any of these 3 cells, pink cannot be here. As you can see, pink is in one of these 2 cells, so pink cannot be in these 2 cells because of the anti-night constraint. So if you have a pink here, none of these 2 cells can be pink because of the classic rules and the anti-night rule, which means this cell would have to be a pink, and that is 3 or a 7, right? So you have a dark gray, light gray here. You have orange, you need red here. Red would be somewhere in these 2 cells. Blue is there. You need yellow. Yellow cannot be here. If you see here, yellow in this column cannot be here. So the only place that remains for yellow is this, which is 2 and 8. This is red, which is 1 and 9, right? And this yellow will remove yellow from this cell. So this cell cannot be an yellow. It can only be a green. Okay, it cannot be a gray. It cannot be yellow, so it has to be green, which is nothing but 3 and 7. So green cannot be this cell now. This is 2 and 8 or 4 and 6. Okay. Now what are the colors that are pending here? 5 cannot be here. Dark gray, right? Dark gray can be anywhere. Green is there, yellow is there, blue. Where can blue be? Blue cannot be here. Blue would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Pink, red and dark gray. 5 and dark gray. 5 cannot be here. 5 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, and dark gray can be anywhere. So we are not sure of it for now. Let us go with somewhere with this cell. Okay, pink, red, green. Where can green be? Green can be in any of these cells. Yellow also can be in any of these cells. Where can orange be? Orange will be in one of these 2 cells. Light gray cannot be here, so it will be in one of these 2 cells. Come on, what else can we get here? Red can be, red would have to be in one of these two cells in this box. Next is pink here. Pink cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here, so pink would have to be in one of these two cells in this box. Next would be blue. Blue is in any of these three cells. Next is yellow. Yellow is also in one of these three cells. Next is green. Green is also in one of these three cells. No, green is these two cells. So nothing but green, yellow and blue. Yeah, already have a triplet here. Green, yellow and blue. Next is dark grey. Dark grey cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. It cannot be here because of the anti-night constraint. It cannot be here because of the classic rules. So this is dark grey, which is nothing but 4 and 6. Next comes the 5. Can be anywhere. What is orange here? No. And light grey? No. Okay, so we got the dark grey here, which means this cell cannot be a dark grey, that we have already deduced. This cannot be a dark grey, so these two cells are nothing but dark grey cells. Yellow, blue, 3, 7, 1, 9 and 4, 6. What is the orange 1 and 9? Orange 1 and 9 can be here. And 4 and 6 is light grey, that can be anywhere here. Okay. What are we missing here now? Oh, if you see this line, where can 5 and red 1 and 9 be? 5 cannot be here, red 1 and 9 also cannot be here, which means pink would have to be here, that is nothing but 3 and 7. So this is not a pink now. This is either 5 or orange, right? 5 or red. That pink 3 and 7 will be eliminated from here, from here, from here, from here. And this is a pink 3 and 7. Wow. That pink 3 and 7 gives you a pink 3 and 7 here, orange 1 and 9 here, right? So let us remove the pink from this cell and orange from this cell. That's nice. Now if you see here, where can orange 1 and 9 be? It cannot be here, it cannot be here. It has to be in one of these two cells. A 5 cannot be here, so 5 would have to be in one of these two cells. Okay, now next logic, where can I continue more? Yeah, where can red 1 and 9 be in this box? Right, it cannot be here, it cannot be here. This will cancel here. This is already 3 and 7. This would have to be 1 and 9, which is of the red color. So which means this is 5 and this is 1 and 9 of red color. So that I can remove this as 5. And now a 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here using the anti-night rule. So this would have to be a 5. 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here, 5 cannot be here. 5 would have to be in one of these two cells. Okay. Blue 2 and 8 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. So this cell is a hidden single, that is just grey, light grey, that is 4 and 6. So that can be removed here. And these two cells are blue or orange, right? Yellow would have to be here and green would have to be here. Yellow and green. Okay. Come on. Orange is already here. This cell cannot be an orange because both of these cells, no, yeah, wait. Orange can still be here, right? I didn't mark that. Orange can still be here. I am sorry. Thank God. Green cannot be here, so green would have to be in one of these two cells. This cell cannot be an orange. Okay, that is very complicated to see, because gray would have to be in one of these two cells, and according to anti-night rule, if you have these two cells as one digit or a pointing, for example, if you have 5 in one of these two cells cannot be 5, right? Of course, because of the anti-night rule, which means none of these two cells can be gray. Gray cannot be here. Oh, I have already marked that these two cells cannot be gray. Can still be a 4, right? Okay, no, that is not possible actually. This is a 5. Why did I leave that? 5 cannot be here. Oh, 5 cannot be here. Neither a dark gray can be here. So this cell would have to be a blue. This cell would have to be a blue, that is 2 and 8. You remove a blue from this cell and one of these cells are nothing but 5. So 2 and 8 cannot be here. 2 and 8 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. One of the 2 and 8s would have to be here. Or maybe yellow cannot be here, yellow cannot be here. Come on, what are we missing here? Blue is 2 and 8. This cell cannot be a blue, because then both of these cells cannot be blue. So this cell is not a blue here. You got a pair here. Five is in one of, okay, where can 5 be in this column? It cannot be in any of these 3 cells, neither in these 3 cells, cannot be here. 5 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. So which means in this row 5 would have to be here. And this is nothing but dark gray and blue, right? And which means dark gray is in one of these 2 cells, dark gray is in one of these 2 cells. This cell cannot be a dark gray. Excellent. So this is a dark gray here, that is 4 and 6. And which means now if you see here, orange would have to be in one of these 2 cells, which means this cell cannot be an orange because of the anti-night rule. So this cell is not an orange. This is 4 or 6, and this cell is an orange here, that is 1 or a 9. Four and 6 cannot be here, cannot be here. Light 4 and 6 I want to say cannot be here. This cell cannot be here. So this is a light 4 and 6, which is gray cell, and that gives you this as yellow and this as light gray, which is 4 and 6, which is 2 and 8. Right? Okay. Now where can 2 and 8 be? This cannot be 2 and 8. This cannot be 2 and 8. This cell cannot be a gray cell, orange cell, because if this is an orange cell, this would have to be 1 and 9. And if both of these are 1 and 9, the sum would be 10, and this would have to be a 6. But you already have a 4, 6 pair here. So this is not an orange cell. That is excellent. So this is orange cell. Only the remaining cell here is yellow, that is 2 and 8. Right? And if this is orange, this would have to be blue, that is 2 and 8. This would have to be orange, that is 1 and 9. And if this is a blue, this cannot be a blue, this is already not a blue, so which means I mean to say, so this is a blue here. 2 and 8. This green would give you these two cells as green, and these two cells as yellow, right? Okay. So blue would have to be in one of these two cells, can be anywhere. Again, if you have a blue here, it would be 2 and 8, 2 and 8, that is 10, and you need to have a 6 here. So this cell cannot be a blue, this is a 5, and this cell is a blue now, that is 2 and 8, right? So this is nothing but a dark gray, that is 4 and 6. This is a blue, that is 2 and 8, and this is a 5 here, and this is a nothing but 4 and 6 dark. This is 3 and 7, right? We have completed this Sudoku now. You must be thinking, how is it possible, right? Amazing. I have already spent 30 minutes on this Sudoku. I didn't even feel like I have spent 30 minutes. Amazing, guys, amazing. Now if you see here, you need 11 more in these two cells, and the only possible way to get 11 is if this is a 9 and this is 2, which means all the yellow cells are 2. This is awesome, guys. I really enjoy doing this. All the yellow, I'll just switch on the conflict thing here. It will really be amazing to see if I have solved it correctly. All the red would have to be 9, right? If this is a 9, all the dark gray would have to be 4, according to the German whisper, right? This is a 9 here, and which means this would have to be 3. All the pink cells would have to be 3. Okay, right? All the blue cells would have to be 8. Amazing, guys, right? All the green cells would have to be 7, according to the German whisper again. All the orange cells would have to be 1. All the light gray cells would have to be 6. Wow, guys, amazing, amazing. What an amazing Sudoku this was. Thanks a lot, Noswald, for such a wonderful Sudoku. I haven't even enjoyed such a great time in solving Sudoku. Seriously amazing. I didn't even realize it's already more than 30 minutes solving this Sudoku, but it was really amazing. I would still rate this Sudoku as 2.5 or 3 stars because it was just nothing but purely logical and finding the exact cell for the same color. Amazing Sudoku. I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.